Gentlemen, we're now delighted to be joined over the telephone by His Excellency, the Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, the former Assistant to Foreign Minister. It's a very good afternoon to you, Mr. Ambassador.
How are you?
Fine, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Ambassador. Let me start by asking you, how do you see the outcome?
You are talking about the Arab-Chinese conflict.
Yes, indeed, Mr. Ambassador. How do you see the outcome of the China-Arab summit that just wrapped up its activities in Saudi Arabia?
It is a very good occasion. Now we are raising the standard of contact. We had before Arab-Chinese conferences held in Cairo and in Peking under the umbrella of the League of Arab States. I attended some of them several times.
Yes.
Now we are raising the level of presentation to the presidential level, and this is a very good move in order to make sure that our president and our leaders are in direct contact with this effort. Now we expect that they are discussing the international and regional challenges and opportunities. And of course, we have witnessed many agreements among some Arab states and China. Among them, Egypt and Saudi Arabia, they are doing quite very good business with China.
Yes.
And I'm proud as Egyptian diplomat to say that we were the third country in the whole third world to recognize the Chinese revolution in 1956. Gamal Abdel Nasser and Mao Zedong.
Yes.
We were punished for that by the tripartite aggression in 1956. And all those who blamed us because we established a relation with China, namely the United States, became the largest partner of China because China succeeded to be the largest exporter of the whole world since 2009.
Yes.
This is something we have to learn how they did it, because this is really what we need in order to make our export much more than we are realizing now.
Absolutely. Mr. Ambassador, how did you read President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi's speech to the summit? He spoke about the importance of relations between Arab nations and Asian countries like China on different levels, whether economically as well as politically and culturally. How do you see, the President's address to the summit?
It is a long history here that we are cooperating with China, whether bilaterally. Also, we invited all our partners in order to invest in Africa in general with the experience of Egypt, because we are the country who has the wonderful experience in Africa. And I say always that we are the most acceptable place in the continent. So China was the first to come to this initiative, Japan also, and the European Union. So I expect that many projects will be established on what we call the tripartite cooperation: Egypt, Africa, and China.
Absolutely. Mr. Ambassador, now, the summit is also very important because it was hosted at such a critical time with regards to issues related to food security, for example, as a result or in light of the Russian-Ukrainian war. How do you see, the need to diversify different partners with regards to food security in light of the global conditions?
This is one very important file to the international problem, namely the epidemic of Corona-19 and the Ukrainian war. And thank God that Egypt started its economic reform early before the two incidents in November 2016. We had started our economic reform, which put us on a strong feet and a very solid position. So we can even exchange our experience here, whether with China or other countries. And China has a lot to teach us about their success in the foreign trade area.
Yes.
Also, we have our problems in the region, whether it is in Syria, in Lebanon, Libya is a problem, the East Mediterranean discovery of gas. what's happening in Yemen. All of these challenges are discussed, of course, in such meetings.
Yes, absolutely. Your Excellency, the Chinese president during the summit stressed that there have been 200 projects that have been implemented between China and Arab nations as part of the Belt and Road Initiative. How important do you see this Belt and Road Initiative as an economic gateway into Arab countries and African nations?
Very important, and we take it seriously because we succeed before that by doubling our efforts in Suez Canal in 2 ways. That now Suez Canal can accept the crossing of mammoth tankers. The second, that we reduce the time you need to cross the Suez Canal from Red Sea to Mediterranean, vice versa. Another dimension is that we are asking China and Japan and those Far Eastern countries to come and invest in the Suez Canal zone. So they become like that, very near to their markets in Europe, in Africa, and in the Arab world. This is very good dimension of our relations. I hope that this also will produce a lot of projects in the favor of our people, whether in Egypt or China.
Yes, indeed. Indeed, I'd like to thank you very, very much, Your Excellency, Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, the former Assistant Foreign Minister. Thank you very much, sir, for your time and your insight. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break, and we'll be back to continue. Do stay tuned.